Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is I, the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the Chiseled Adonis. We are back in Hold My Nugget Studios once again for yet another Thursday night football game. And Lamar Jackson is back, the two-time reigning, defending, undisputed, or I should just say the two-time MVP, because he's not reigning and defending, but he is indeed a reigning, or I should say former MVP, taking on Hawk Tour and the Miami Dolphins. Can the Ravens keep the W's rolling and get two in a row, or will the Dolphins get the W rolling and picking up another W? Both teams coming off of surprising victories last week. Well, not so much surprise. Well, actually, yes, because Chicago had won 4 in a row, and then nobody really, I don't want to say nobody expected them to win, but Caleb Williams, QB, zesty, is always prompt to possibly choke when it matters most, one way or another. Who's going to come out on top in your 2025 NFL Weeks 9 Thursday Night Football game highlight commentary brought to you by Underdog. Make sure you guys scan the QR code right here. Download the Underdog app. Use the promo code Adonis if you haven't already. I have a one-on-one draft over on Underdog. Oscar put 2 on it, said, yeah, what's going on, family? This is my battle with my opponent, and I am very confident. So we shall see how things mess around and play out. I have Lamar Jackson, Tua, Zay Flowers, and Mark Andrews. My opponent has Devon Achane, Derrick Henry, Jalen Waddle, and Malik Washington. We'll see who comes out on top, but make sure you guys scan the QR code right here. Download the Underdog app. Use the promo code Adonis if you have not already. Thank you very much for the compliments on the suit. I'm actually considering buying another one, or I should say another 2, but I'm going to wait until a sale comes out to go and do so. Yeah, I almost said week 6. I 100% almost said week 6. Isn't it crazy we're already at week 9? Isn't that outrageous? 3rd down, no first down for you. Defense swarming, getting a stop, and down goes Achane. Most likely Miami's going to have to settle for a field goal, but why not keep the offense on the field? You're 2-6. You've got to be aggressive. Honest D in the building. What's going on? What's happening? Hopefully everybody's had themselves a very, very, very good Thursday for the most part. I've had a decent Thursday. I cannot complain. A lot of additional work around said home. So working on things there. Yesterday night, I had a chance to pass by my parents' house. I was supposed to come over here and stream, but then my mother had a bit of she's starting to have, arthritis. So my mother is, I want to say, they didn't call it arthritis yet, but she's struggling to close this hand completely. So it'll be like this here. So she'll go, or I should say like this here. So she tries to close this all the way, and it's like here. So she's having a bit of pain in this area. So I would assume perhaps it could be arthritis, whatever the case may be. She's starting to have a bit of pain that's there. So yesterday evening, I was just trying to see if I can aid with her getting that stuff situated, because she had to go to the doctor to go and get it shot up or something. So I don't know what they put in there, but syringe or needle, I should say, rather than syringe. Place that up in there and just see if that I was able to alleviate the pain. But she's dealing with a bit of pain that's there. Carpal tunnel, perhaps, because she can't close it. She's retired. She's retired. So there was a once upon a time, some time ago, that she had a bit of computer work, but she said she was been feeling that kind of pain for the past couple of weeks per se. So I said, all right, and I was at the house. My father fell asleep almost immediately within minutes of my arrival. He's like, oh, you here? All right, great. So I went to sleep. So I'm like, all right, I guess it's my shift to tend after my mother. So hopefully things work out. It's like last week or 2 weeks ago it was my father. Now this week it's my mother. So we'll just see how things go and play out. Jeff in the building, what's going on? Fresh Prince said, who do I have winning the World Series tomorrow for the Blue Jays, Dodgers? You got the Blue Jays. You're a Padres fan. You hate the Dodgers. I have no dog in the race. I saw the Blue Jays are up 3-2 at the moment. And they're going back to Toronto, if I'm not mistaken. So given that's the case, I'm going to lean with the home team to go and take care of business and get the W. Oh, I appreciate that. Some folks saying prayers for my mother. I appreciate that. That means a lot. That means a lot. You happy? Kenny said that you're happy your Eagles got a bye week and getting reinforcements back, ready to face the Packers in Week 10. We shall see how things are going to go and play out. I've always preferred a middle of the year bye week because I think that's you've played enough of the season to have an idea of where y'all at, and you have enough left of the season to where if you have to ultimately make arrangements, I don't want to say you have wiggle room, but you have a long enough period of time to where if you fail a bit coming out of the bye, you can make adjustments. If you have a week 13, week 14 bye, or prime, you got a month. That's it. 4 or 5 games, that's it. So if you didn't start the year out strong, it's clipped. So I've always preferred a little bit later. So there's that. Do I think Aaron Rodgers should return to the Steelers next season? No, he said he's going to retire. I'm not going to. I've seen this happen way too many times where somebody is essentially playing in what's going to be their swan song season. They have a good season. They say, all right, I'm going to come back. Production is never the same. It's never the same. The only rare times in which you start to see them come back and maybe have somewhat of the same production or perhaps a little bit better, Kurt Warner in 2009, but then they lost in that thriller. They ended up losing in that thriller in the they won the thriller on the wild card. They lost in the divisional round because the Saints bounty gate, I guess, and fucking lined Warner. And I'm talking primarily in football. Because remember, Favre lit it up in 2009, came back 2010, son was getting lit up left and right. It's a lot of times where it's like, yo, you said you was done, pack it up. Time to go. Hell, Brady, his last season. Manning, his last season. And Brady wasn't ass, but it was his first year going 8-9. He had a losing season. He wasn't as good as he was the year prior. Peyton came back 2015. They won a Super Bowl, but Peyton had his worst season of his career, albeit I extend grace because he had the plantar fasciitis. He had the issues with the neck, the nerves. Mans could barely palm a motherfucking football, all that other stuff going on. But still, nonetheless, it's a very tough situation when you say, hey, man, this is it. And then all of a sudden you want to say, hey, maybe I got a little more in the tank. They don't end up working out like that. And then to make matters worse is the franchise and the fan base get their hopes all the way up. Oh, wow. Pass incomplete, 3rd and 3, ends up turning into a 3 and out. Unfortunate for the Baltimore Ravens. So we shall see. God, Lee, Penguin said, Jesus, please let the Ravens lose this game. Amen. Whoa. You just praying on people downfall. Like, usually if somebody gonna bring God into it, you pray for a team to win. Son said, don't even let the Dolphins win. Make the Ravens lose. Lord, if you hear me right now, I need Baltimore to go out there and lose. It don't matter if somehow Miami also loses. That'd actually be a benefit. But if you can make Baltimore step out on the gridiron and absolutely fail, this would make me an even stronger saint of your kingdom. That's what you're saying, Penguin. You could have said, hey, I hope the Dolphins win. You said, I'm praying on the Ravens to lose. Is insane. You an A1 hater? Well, there it is. Well, there it is. Golly. Son said, I'm praying on their downfall. You could have said, yeah, I'm going to lean with a bit of optimism for Miami. He said, nah, I thrive off negativity. Y'all know why I'm here. You know why I'm here. Great punt, by the way. Magnificent punt. Tua turned the ball over, back on the field again. No interceptions last week, if I'm not mistaken, but he is tied with Geno Smith for the most picks thrown thus far in this season with 10. Saying Soldier Project in the building. What's going on, family? How's it going? All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from the 4-yard line. Oh, where's he going? Absolutely nowhere. Good thing I have it on Prime Video in front of me, or I should say Prime Video up here, and then I have Twitch in front of me, because it seems like Prime Video, there's no lagging, but Twitch, there's a bit of lagging left and right. He's asking for the 1A on the Ravens. What 1A? You mean this 1A?
1A! 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 1A!
Oh, Lord. 2nd and 7 here. After a gain of 3, Baltimore's defense needing to go and get a stop. Last drive, they allowed Miami to march down the field, and here we go. First down. Oh, boy, the ball came out. That's a fumble. It's scooped up by the Ravens, and it's going to be taken. He stepped out of bounds right there at the 9-yard line. That's a fumble. Mans put the ball on the ground. I don't think he was down by contact yet. Hell of a play right there from Baltimore, able to force out the football, and it's but Butterfingers. Washington putting the ball on the ground. Mans don't know how to protect. Let the football come out, and the Ravens take it away right there on the sideline, and they're going to have the football in striking distance. What a shame. Buddy is eating his goddamn Halloween chocolate a couple of, one day early. Somebody opened up they trick-or-treat food one day early. And he fumbled on the play. Butterfingers. What's wrong with him? He's got his Halloween candy out early, and that's a little bit of Butterfingers to put the Ravens in striking distance. Who would have thought? I was about to say 2 weeks early. Oh, shit, Halloween tomorrow. Golly, 1st and goal. There's a handoff to King Henry. Runs a man over, but he's going to be down at the 1. They're going to mark him down at the 1-yard line. Oh, my. And here you go. You already know what's coming now. They're not going to waste no time. He about to hand this right off to King Henry. Oh, look like there could be a little bit of movement up front. Don't really matter because there's King Henry going nowhere, taken down. Remember, Baltimore got stopped on 4 straight downs 2 weeks ago, and it was a goal line stand. But this time around, can they come out and find the end zone here? 3rd and goal. You already know Harbaugh is 4-down territory right here. You know it's 4-down territory right here. All right, here we go. King Henry's still there in the backfield. They're still in a jumbo formation. Here we go. Lamar's going to send Ricard in motion. Play action fake. He's going to throw. Lamar on the move. He's going to rifle it to the end zone. Tries to find Likely. Incomplete. No good. The Dolphins defense holds, and now it's decision time for John Harbaugh, and it doesn't look as if we're going to see the field goal unit just yet. Once again, in the red zone, you've got Lamar back. Why kick the field goal and take the points? You know how Baltimore operates. Keep the quarterback out there. You want to see them go and make a play. Defense needs to hold right here. 4th and goal. Miami's got 3 consecutive stops. Baltimore in striking distance. Zay Flowers in motion. There's Lamar rolling right. He's looking for somebody in the end zone. That's Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. And thank you very much. That's actually good for my underdog because I needed Mark Andrews, and I also have Lamar Jackson as well. So that's a little bit of a double point right there for me. But one way or another, the Ravens find the end zone, and they take the lead. Where's Justin, who more than likely tucked her? Oh, he's unemployed right now. And he's suspended, I think, until week 11. Because he was a little bit rubbing on the masseuses. Or I should say the masseuses were rubbing on him. KT Chris in the building. Grandpa Andrews with the touchdown. Ain't he like 31? I think we might be the same age. Or maybe he's a year younger than me. One way or another, the Ravens find the end zone. And I'm going to have a drink here of this honey-flavored whiskey moonshine. Miami with the Butterfingers putting the ball on the ground, and immediately Baltimore takes advantage and finds the end zone on 4th down to take the lead. He just turned 30. Well, there it is. Your boy Nick said, how much am I trying to win today? That's a great question. Let me go and check. So today, What am I playing for? $45. We playing a little low today, but I'm already in first place over here on Underdog. Because remember what I've always said. Sometimes you go big, sometimes you could go small here as it pertains to trying to go and get W's. You got to know when it's the appropriate game to where you want to go high, and other times where it's like, you know what, I'm going to take a little bit of a low risk. So I'm leading right now by 9 points. My team, Mark Andrews, Lamar Jackson, Zay Flowers, Tua Tagovailoa. My opponent, Jaden Waddle, Devon Achane, Derrick Henry, Malik Washington. So we'll see how things play out, but right now I am in front by 9.5 points. Money is money in the win. 100%. 100%. B.J said you either go big or go home, and I promise you, you either go big or go home, you're going to be going home a lot with your pockets a little light. And I have no desire to have that happen. I have my games where I won them $1,800. I had 4 different occasions, maybe 5 this season. I think it's 4 different occasions this season where I walked away with $900. My losses have been incredibly small. The only one where it was a lot was when I lost that $1K. That was the only time. But remember, I was playing with profit because I won $1,800. So I ended up losing that. And every other loss that I took thus far this season, 50 here, maybe 100 there, I'm still heavily in the green. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, and know when to play high and when to play a little low. William, keeping the tradition going, giving out gifts. Where's Dr. Umar when you need him? Somewhere trying to chase down a little bit of
donations. 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 Gifts. 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 More gifts. More gifts.
Well, damn. Cash said you hate Kenny Rogers. Good Lord. What Rogers' deceased body do to you? Jermaine put 2 on and said Dodgers about to be welcome to hell tomorrow. Well, we shall see. Tank the Sun also giving out
donations. 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 Gifts. 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 More gifts. More gifts.
Third offensive drive here for the Miami Dolphins. Now trailing by 4. Looks like the football's going to be given to Devon Achane for the first down. Devon! Move those chains. Picking up a first down there. The Don said, you just found out you're having a baby boy. You're wishing everybody a good-ass day. Go Ravens tonight. Hey, congratulations.
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 Oh, my God.
But he just found out he having a baby boy on the way. How cool is that, huh? Congratulations. We shall see who ends up winning in this AFC battle here. And keep in mind, this is very important because both these teams are not completely out of the rankings, or I should say the runnings, for a playoff spot. It may appear incredibly bleak. You have Dolphins, whose division leader happens to be New England with only 2 losses. Buffalo only has 2 losses. So unless either of those teams fall off of a cliff, now, granted, there's a lot of football left to be played, but for all intents and purposes, unless the 2 of them fall off of a cliff, the only way Miami makes it to the postseason is by way of wild card, right? For Baltimore, they have the benefit of having Pittsburgh as the division leaders, and Pittsburgh absolutely folded post-week 12 last year. This year, they folded before we even make it into the double-digit weeks. So for all intents and purposes, Baltimore's only, 2 games behind first place? So with that being the case, and they haven't even played Pittsburgh yet, when they see Pittsburgh in about, 3 weeks, that could be for first place in the division if Baltimore were to win 4 consecutive games. So best believe This game is incredibly important for both teams, and it's an in-conference game as well, because if in the event both these teams find themselves vying for a wild card spot, whether it be the 6th or the 7th seed, your division, or I should say your conference record, is going to matter. First down for the Dolphins. If Baltimore loses, this will be bad for them. It will be very bad for them, just like it will be for Miami. But the only benefit that Baltimore has is you're in that weak AFC North where, let's just say, if the wild card as a visitor is out of the cards, you still have a benefit of possibly seeing if you can win, your division. For Miami, you take a loss here, you're going to be buried very deep. Oh, wow, pass ricocheted. Incomplete, almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Because right now, Miami is 14 on the ranking, and Baltimore's 12. But if you take a look at the conference record, Miami's 1-5, Baltimore's 1-3. Miami's in a much worse spot because each of their losses, with the exception of one, have all come in the conference. In the case of Baltimore, they only have 3 conference losses. 2 of the other losses came by way of teams in the NFC. So if they mess around and they take a loss here, that gives Miami at least one more win in the conference. And oh, wow, Haitian is loose. He's got the sideline. He's going to go down the field to take it inside the 20. So you cannot afford to lose this here game for either of these teams. And on top of that, Miami has 6 losses. You lose and you go down to 7. Let's keep it all the way funky. Who is seeing Miami go on a run and win 8 of their last games? Or maybe 9. Let's keep it all the way funky. Because you're not going into the wild card in this AFC this year. You're not getting into the wild card unless you got 10 wins. Unless you got 10 wins. 9-8 will not get you to the playoffs this year in the AFC. I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. Because we're now midway through the season. Kansas City is the 7th seed. They've got 3 losses. Look in the AFC, in the NFC. Chicago's got 3 losses. They sitting outside the playoffs at 8. If you go 500, the lowest team right now, 500 for the remainder of the year, what does that get you? Well, actually, no, because most teams have only played 8 games. So you go 500, you 4-4, right? So you sitting at 10-6. You sitting at 11 and 5, 9 and 9 and what? 9 and 7. You got to win that last one. 8 losses. You're not making it. You're not making it. You can see 9-8 if the right circumstance. You would need teams taking some unfortunate L's, like teams ain't going on streaks like that, or they win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. That's the only way. Because right now, it doesn't look as if 9 wins is going to get you into postseason. Not this season. 2 were able to find Waddle, but Waddle ran away from the line of scrimmage, and 2 didn't throw a good ball. And now, question marks for Miami. 4th down here. What do you want to do? Suarez put 10 on it, said sub CA. Turns out we are in the States. Aren't the only motherfuckers got a problem with gambling right now. Over in Turkey, approximately 371 soccer refs have been exposed for having bet accounts. 152 have been caught. Listen, I know Turkey right now is known for motherfucking getting hair transplants. If you were a ref who was involved in rigging games, I need a reverse hair transplant. Everybody getting Nair in their lotion. Everybody putting Nair in their shampoo. That should have been a false start. They should have called false start on 79 right here. That's laundry on the field. That's laundry on the field. Man's moved. Kick the field goal. What was you doing, bro? Big boy. What are you doing? Big boy. Moving. Son is bugging. But yeah, so every single one of them referees who was involved, get ready to go bald, fam. Get ready to go bald, because there ain't no way. 35-yard. Oh, my God, he missed it wide right. He missed it wide right. He missed it right. He missed it wide right. He missed it completely wide right. Did somebody get their hand on the football? Did somebody get their hand on the football? Because that's outrageous. He missed it completely wide right. It didn't even stand a chance. It was going wide right immediately. It was going wide right immediately. Oh, Lord. But he was trying to kick it to the Bahamas or something. Because you know they out in Miami. He was trying to get it somewhere. Maybe he was trying to get it to Cuba. Who knows? He was kicking it somewhere towards Central America or something. Who the fuck was he kicking that football to? Not the uprights. I know a man who was missing field goals from 35 yards out on Thursday Night Football, but this was about 8 years ago. What was his name? Nick Folk! But that was a different situation. That was in Tampa. But it was still in the state of Florida. Nick Folk! He's actually doing very good this year. I think Nick Folk is still the only kicker who hasn't missed a kick. The Steelers really have given the Ravens the chance to come back unreal. They did the same thing last year. When Pittsburgh was 10-3 last year, all they really had to do, win 2 games, division is yours. And truly, it could have been just one, but they just kept losing and losing and losing. That loss to Cleveland incredibly hurt them. And what's crazy was Cleveland gave them the game late, and then Pittsburgh gave it back. So this is why I said preseason, as it pertains to the Steelers, I have no expectation. I'm 100 outside of the expectation of going 10-7 or 9-8. That's it. And I've said for years, for me, as it pertains to the postseason, I really don't care about seeding. All I care about is having a ticket to the dance. But as it pertains to Pittsburgh, legitimately don't care. Oh, they make it to the playoffs? Okay. Oh, they miss it? Okay. I just want to see if the brand of football is going to change. And right now, that ain't the case. How long does Tomlin have left? That's a great question. Let me see how much is left on his contract, because they're not going to fire him, but they're probably not going to renew his contract. Because he had re-signed 3 years through the 2027 season. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Hey, 27. Oof. Yeah, call on Tupac. I see no changes, indeed. All right, here we go. We need to see younger coach in the NFL. Well, we got some young coaches who were getting signed. There was a couple of years ago where we had about four or five some coaches getting signed, and they were in their 30s. Oh, Zay Flowers making some people miss, picking up a first down here. Mike Tomlin's the new Marvin Lewis. Nah, he's more Jeff Fisher than he is Marvin Lewis. He's more Jeff Fisher than he is Marvin Lewis. Because Marvin Lewis never had any success early. Jeff Fisher had success early going to a Super Bowl. So Tennessee can essentially sit on the fact that, hey, this guy took us to a Super Bowl. This guy, had us contending early in franchise history. And then you had isolated seasons where you did okay and, brought hope and morale, but everybody was holding on to the early success, right? Marvin never really had that. You had isolated seasons here and there, but for the most part, go to the playoffs and lose. Tree calls Mike Tomlin to Doc Rivers with a better PR. Yeah. They won a championship the same year. And Doc is the exact same way, but Doc is notorious choker, just like Tomlin to a degree, notorious choker as well. Matthew Paten on it said, can people stop putting Hypotheticals between college teams and NFL teams. Anyone with a brain already knows the worst team in the NFL could have their way with the best BCS team. 100%. South put 2 on and said, your favorite announcer in the game. What's up, bro? Oh, I appreciate that. You must be referencing me. Thank you very much. But yeah, a lot of folks there, they were talking about how NFL football team could lose to a. I'm like, no, they wouldn't. I know we could always joke. There'll be times in which I'll put in that here and there into the commentary, but for the most part, anybody with a brain would be able to tell you there's not a scenario where the 0-16 Lions, 0-16 Browns would mess around and go play against the best college team of that season and mess around and lose. Nah, that's not happening. Oh, wow, Isaiah is very likely to move the chains here on the last play of the first quarter to take it all the way down to the 21-yard line. How the hell did Miami not get the sack there? They had Lamar dead to rights as he stepped out the pocket. Mans didn't even see the defender, slightly looked over at the last second, jumped out of what was going to be a potential sack. The fat man fell onto the ground, and then a huge catch and run from Isaiah Likely. Well, damn. Marvin lasting as long as he did will probably never happen in the NFL. Yeah, 100%, because Marvin, it didn't make sense that Marvin Lewis lasted that long. It really didn't. Unless, of course, they tried to say, oh, well, he was on the staff of the 2000s Ravens that went and they won that championship. Bro, what did he really do in Cincinnati? It just didn't make sense. South said ESPN is calling me. I appreciate that. Grob in the building said like a Mississippi Deacon. Oh my. Yeah, but I'm about to buy two new suits. I'm just waiting for when the large sales just so happen to transpire. Black Friday is next month, right? Oh shit, yeah, it is next month. So we shall see. I'm gonna go grab a sage green or just a green suit here. Get myself a green suit there. Of course, I always want to see if I can get my hands on a purple. So we gonna have some green. We're gonna get some purple. And then I got to figure out what other color, maybe a tan per se, because I got that camel brown. I had to go get myself a tan here. Mikey said, "Who's an NFL player or coach that makes me angry?" An NFL player or coach that makes me angry. Makes me angry. You know, Brandon Staley was somebody who always had me scratching my head. Brandon Staley always had me scratching. But a player that would make me angry, Artie Burns. Artie Burns. Mr. King put 2 on, said the 014 Bucks would probably lose to a college team. I disagree. 2009 Rams versus the U in 2001. 2009 Rams is going to win there. You got two. We talk about grown men versus some kids. Well, young adults, if you will. Damn. Derrick Henry still trying to find the seam and the hole to go and break through the defense here. Lil Mr. Beast Jr. said, need some advice for this week, choosing Josh Allen or Justin Herbert. Who are their opponents this week? Josh Allen, Justin Herbert. So Justin Herbert's playing against Tennessee. Josh Allen is playing against Kansas City. Okay, so Josh Allen versus Kansas City more often than not always has a good performance to a degree. But, bro, it's Herbert versus Tennessee. Tennessee is absolute ass. Oh, Mark Andrews open. Touchdown, Ravens. Mark Andrews to the end zone, wide open. Second game this year with 2 touchdowns. Mark Andrews to the end zone, 7 plays, 75 yards. The Ravens offense firing on all cylinders. And Miami looks like ass. In fact, I would say they look like booty cheeks. Straight up booty cheeks. One quick look at those Dolphins. Mark Jackson for 5-1 said Deshaun Jackson's team and Vic's team currently facing off. Deshaun's team is up 10-6 at the half. How cool is that? Former teammates going at it on the sidelines. Extra point through the uprights, and it is good. Wow. Wow. Just like that, it's a double-digit lead. How's my back doing? The back is, I want to say 75% now, about like 75%. So it's a situation where ultimately I can't, I shouldn't say, it's not where I'm walking and any movement, I barely can stand up. Like now I could do this shit and not feel pain. But Monday, woohoo, shit was brutal. I couldn't even stand up. So I'm happy about that. And Saturday, I'm really debating on if it makes sense to weight lift, because deadlifts is ultimately what did me in last week. And then Saturday is a gang of deadlifts. Fucking 315, I think. What is it? Let me see here. What is it Saturday? Tomorrow. Oh, today. Death by deadlifts. Let's see. Pull-ups. Good God. Yeah, 315, 5. Yeah, I don't even know if I'm going to do it, fam. I don't know if I'm going to do it to my back. Oh, wow, they tried to go an end-around reverse to Malik Washington. He's got a reverse field. You got to set a block here. He's got a chance if he can break through. No, he can't. But he's able to reverse field to get positive yardage over here. If Tua went out there, tried to go and throw a block now. Tua got to watch himself. Tua went over there to go throw a block out there. Pingle said you don't need a deadlift unless you want to get stronger at deadlifting. A lot of risk involved. 110%. That's one exercise I absolutely hate, and I have no desire to do it when it comes up. I'll do it because it's in the program, but I have no desire. Like 1 rep maxing and all that other stuff, I have no desire whatsoever to be that guy anymore. It's been a decade since I was at, well, maybe not a decade, almost a decade. Maybe about 8 years since I was attempting to be that guy who's like lifting the super. Actually, no, it might be 2016 is when I stopped. 2016, 2017, yeah. So about 8-9 years. But no desire whatsoever to lift the heaviest weights, none whatsoever. I'm trying to be as functional as possible. I don't need to be. Oh, I can deadlift 515 for what? For what? What am I doing? Now I'm going to lift. It's going to be some heavy weight, but the heaviest that I can, nah, I'm good. Oh, I'm surprised they didn't throw a flag for a hold. You better protect that football now. Gain of 9. Gang tackle slows them down, but now they're inside Baltimore territory. Junior year, no, it was college. I had already graduated because remember I switched from my bachelor's to my associates just to get the fuck up out of college, but leave there with something. But yeah, I don't take any push-ups. Doesn't help you get strong. No, push-ups can. You just got to change the variation. Once push-ups get very easy, it still can aid, but you'll plateau. So do them very slow. Oh, he's gonna air it out. He's got a man wide open. Jalen Waddle holds on to the football despite getting blasted, and that's a huge first down. And there's laundry on the field, but what is it for? Oh my word. Jalen Waddle holds on to the football, gets blasted. Hopefully they don't throw a flag on the back end. What's the flag for? Oh, man. Yeah, they talking to Harbaugh. This might be on the offense. Is this a hold? It's coming back. Tripping? Oh, he fell. Raheem Mostert just fell. They might, if they calling that on Mostert, I said Mostert. I'm tripping. When the fuck was the last time Raheem Mostert was in fucking Miami? Gordon slipped. Nah, I don't. Hey, man, listen. Tripping? He slipped. What do you want him to do? He slipped. That's not, hey. Laundry on the field for tripping. He fell. Hey, they might have to come together and have a conversation. That's crazy. Oh, he's fucking hot on the sideline. He is hot on the side. Golly, Gordon losing his mind over there. He angry as hell because they going to put that on him. And he a rookie. You know that they ain't no guaranteed, roster spots. Somebody can mess around and not even know the story of the game. They're just going to be looking at the paper like, oh, so we had penalties on 31. The rook. Hey, go ahead and cut him. We got flags on undisciplined football. Let's go ahead and cut him. It don't even matter the context. They just got hold. Tua's going to air it out anyway. Got his man. Did he keep his feet in bounds? They're going to say Connor was out of bounds, but I think we got to look at the replay real quick. We got to look at the replay again. And mind you, there was an assisted review. Like, there's no way you can't look at the judgment there and say, hey, man, he didn't deliberately go. He literally tripped. They just got hold, man. Hey, oh, yeah, he out of bounds. Mans don't understand how to get his feet down in bounds. He done stepped all over the white. What's good with him? Nah, he 100% lost. Gordon lost his balance 100%. Tua got to dump it off. Oh, you need a good block right here. You need a good block right here. Oh, he couldn't break that one tackle. Hell of a play right there from Raquan Smith. That's why he's an all-pro. If he got by Raquan Smith, he probably could have got the first down and more. B-Dot said you love this level of hoeing. See, that's your problem. You like to see folks get hoed as long as it's not your team. You gotta be against all people getting hoed. You gotta be against all people getting hoed. Because I'm telling you right now, you be all for it, and then it happens to your team on the grandest stage. Then you end up like Eagles fans in 2022. Oh, Bradbury, he's always holding all season long. That's all you kept hearing. Bradbury always getting away with holds. He getting away with holds. Nuh-uh. He not doing anything wrong. Referees didn't see it. Ha ha, you're just mad. Super Bowl happens. Juju Smith-Schuster. Oh my God, how did they throw the flag on You know we could pull up your tweets, right? You was literally boasting that son was getting away with hoeing folk. Now, albeit it's not your fault that the referees called it, but you can't be all for it when it benefits you. All of a sudden it don't. Oh, this is bullshit. It's rigged. We keep saying. You got to stand for something, fam. Justin put 20 on it. So you're glad to catch a live. Like the stream. Yes, indeed. I appreciate you. Make sure y'all hit the like button if you haven't already. Justin, how is everything going with the recovery, family? Where's Bradbury now? Is he out the league? That's a great question. Many Eagles fans have no awareness. I can't just levy that towards Eagles fans. Most sports fans across the board, absolutely incoherent. Something is wrong upstairs in the realm of integrity. It just doesn't exist. Some folks will literally, and I kid you not, maybe not most, but there is a percentage, and a decent percentage. I would argue a quarter to a fourth of sports fans would legitimately sacrifice somebody dear or something very dear just to see their team win a championship. Some folks would legitimately say, hey, I don't need all 10 of my toes if I could see Detroit win a Super Bowl. Now, if you're elderly, then at that point, some of that stuff is baseless. I'm talking about folks in their prime of their life. If you about 95 and you passed it, you know, hey, within the next couple of years or so, you going to go, you know, you fixing to go home to glory. I'll sacrifice a leg. You 98 years old. You don't need both your legs no more. I mean, that's a crazy statement to say, but for all intents and purposes, man, I ain't got my leg. You got no plans to be here a long period of time. So that being that, there's some folks out here who legitimately would sacrifice it all just to see their team mess around and win. And best believe, when I say they'll sacrifice it all, they won't hesitate to sacrifice your ass. Because if you handed somebody a magic button and you said, hey, a random person dies if your team wins a championship, I can guarantee, wow, Lamar held on to the football and just took a terrible sack there. I can guarantee you some motherfuckers going, woo, dynasty. You just murked 3 people. People die every day. Mr. Johnson in the building said in Detroit cases, probably, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. But they've gone a very long time. Oh my God, look at the rush there. Look at the rush there from Chubb. Oh my God, just eliminated Picard. Which is definitely a form of mental illness. Because you get nothing from your team winning besides saying your team won. And they get all the money and fame and accolades, 100%. Like people have, of course you have bragging rights that say, oh my God, Derrick Henry's loose. And he's able to go and pick up about 15 here to set up a 3rd and long. Somehow able to set up a much more manageable 3rd down. You had 3rd and 20 and you allowed this man to go and pick up that much yardage? Shame. But yeah, essentially the team winning doesn't really do anything for you personally, right? Outside of maybe just morale, which is positive. But your fandom has no implication on what happens on the field. Like I will say this much. When the crowd is rocking, there's some times in which you could say, oh, momentum plays a role. But more often than not, they there or they not there, shit has no bearings on what's happening. Bateman wants a flag. He's not going to get it. That's going to take them off the field here. 3 and out for Baltimore. Derek Hollywood Anderson, Pateno, said PTSD is kicking in when you see the Patriots doing well in the AFC East. Also, if you can, is there any pointers on posting videos on YouTube from your other channel? Love the videos. We're always enjoy them. Oh, well, for one, as always, commit to the commitment of consistency. So there's that. And as for posting videos on YouTube from your other channel, just upload them, have good titles, attractive looking thumbnails. If you're in a situation where you already have a following, then I'd like to say thumbnails don't matter, although they do matter. So there is that. Wow, Patrick Bateman ended up getting unsportsmanlike conduct. But overall, just upload. Yeah, laundry on the field on Bateman. Losing his mind out there, screaming at officials and shit. That's going to get a flag on you.
Then you sell it.
4th and 19 here. Deep, a 5 on it. Said realistic Eagles fan. Not only did Bradbury hold Juju, but Hurts definitely fumbled. Don't allow my fandom to not call it for what it is. Malik Washington down the field. Wow, still able to go break a tackle, take it across the 40-yard line. And kudos to you for being able to be transparent and honest as well. Justin said recovery is good. Bend is at about 95 straight, is 10 away. Nice. For those who didn't know, Justin had to go in for a knee surgery there. So happy that you're dealing with a bit of a recovery and things are going well. All right, we're approaching midway through this quarter here. You keep forgetting D-Hop is on the Ravens? Yeah, he out there. Limited snaps for all intents and purposes. Last couple of weeks, I struggled to identify how many footballs went in his direction. All right. The flag brings Miami a little bit closer due to roughing. Tua is going to throw it straight into the ground here. All right, 8:45 left to go here in this half. Dolphins trailing by 11. And they have dominated on the time of possession thus far. If they can force a 3 and out on the next drive, Baltimore might not get the football back until the second half. Oh, my Lord, here came the rush. Tua throws it right behind Waddle. You've got to be kidding me. You throw a better ball, you give Waddle a chance to not only catch, but also run. I don't know why the fuck Tua threw it behind him. If he puts this in front of Waddle, look at the replay. Look at the replay. If he puts this in front of Waddle and over Humphrey, Waddle has a chance to race 12 to the end zone. And he's only got to beat him by an angle with a 10-yard distance. You said put big boobs on the thumbnail only if the video has a reason to have the particular woman with the large boobs, or perhaps if it's about boobs or whatever the case may be. Because clickbait does, work for all intents and purposes online. But the issue is, okay, cool. The people click. Did they stay? Like, anybody can mess around and have 1 million views. All right, how long did the people watch? And then furthermore, how long you think you're going to be able to keep clickbaiting folks? This ain't like YouTube of 15 years ago where attention spans was a little bit longer. Like, I got clickbaited. I'm going to sit here and watch. Motherfuckers that click on something. Damn, I got clickbaited. Yeah, I'm off this. And they'll never go back to your channel again. 43-yard attempt right here. Oh, my God. Did he miss it wide left? No, he didn't. He actually put it through the uprights. All right. 8-point game. It's a 1-possession game here. Miami can't find the end zone. They keep having to kick field goals, but nonetheless, they're able to cut the deficit down to 1 score now.
Then you sell it.
JJ put 5 on it. What do I think about the additions of Marquez, Valdez, Scantling, and Kyle Duggar? Do I think they'll be good additions, or will it not matter? In my opinion, it won't matter unless the mindset around the organization changes. You can add all players, or you can add all the players you want. If motherfuckers don't go out there and play what's supposed to be Steeler football, it don't even matter. It don't even matter. So you like podcasts in the building? Love the name. Blessings. What is even Steeler football? You forgot it so long. Yeah, exactly. That's a problem. That's a problem. It's supposed to be smash mouth football. Josh Jones said he got his scans back, still cancer-free. Hey!
Congratulations!
Big W in the chat for Josh Jones, a resident drummer in the Adonis family. Big shout out to Josh Jones, man. I'm happy for you, family. I'm ecstatic for you. Hopefully there was never no situation in which with all the scans, it took away from you being able to go out there and perform. But yeah, definitely let me know the next time that you out here in New York, man. I definitely want to come out here because I think it was at Radio City is where you performed at earlier this year or perhaps last year. And it just so happened to be on a day in which I was unavailable. But let me know if you're performing out here or any upcoming performances, anything of that nature. If I have the availability, brother, I will not hesitate to make my way out there. Big things next year. Got you, brother. I look forward to it. I know you always jump into the chat room from time to time. I know DMs on Instagram is a little bit more difficult now because I get it's a ridiculous amount now. Like numbers are flying. I'm getting a ton of impressions on Instagram, so it's a little bit difficult. But for the most part, I appreciate you always jumping in, giving an update when you can, brother. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. Big W's, and they got W's in the chat on Twitch, over on Facebook as well, a little bit on Twitter. So the love is definitely coming in, brother. So they're happy for you just like I am as well. The Dong in the house. What's going on? Crazy name. Said just wanted to say hope I'm doing well. Curious, are we still going to Florida to throw some little people around, or was I just kidding? Well, listen, I have to go to Florida, primarily in Fort Lauderdale, I believe, at one point next year because I have to take my father to go see my uncle because he had a little bit of a scare last year, and we've just been monitoring him. My dad, or really my parents for that matter, if I tell them, all right, hey, we should go here, we should go here, they'll say, all right, cool, yeah, I want to go, whatever. If I involve them in the travel process, they're going to back out or find excuses. So ultimately, the way that things have to work is, hey, you free this week? Yeah. All right, cool. We're going to here. What? Yeah, we're going to here. I already booked this. It's already paid for. Oh. But I don't want, well, it's already paid for. Oh, it's paid for? Okay, I guess we got to go. Like, that's how they're operating now, right? So basically, got to take my father to go see his brother, my uncle, because he had a heart attack or stroke, pardon, last year. And my dad didn't go. He's like, he kept putting it off. He didn't go out there. And they talk every day. And I'm telling him, like, yo, you're retired now. You should not be home. You should be outside. And they're in a decent position to where it's like you don't have to, like, you're not having to rob Peter to pay Paul and scrape by. So get your ass on a plane, get your ass on a train, get your ass on a bus, go see your family, because y'all all in the damn age now where some of your contemporaries, some of your peers, they dying. So what's this whole, yo, I see you once every 2 years? Bro, you have the capabilities now to go see your people. Get your ass out the house and get somewhere. So next year I'm going to be in Miami, and we'll see if we can throw some little people over there, because apparently it's legal to throw little people. JJ Patuan said, yeah, that's a true, but getting a true number 2 will help as well. Well, but MVS isn't necessarily a true number 2. I'd say MVS is more a number 3 receiver than a 2. He can be a 2 because he played the role of a 2, but for all intents and purposes, he's not necessarily a true 2. Wow, Derrick Henry couldn't get 2 yards on 3rd and 1, and now it's decision time for Baltimore. What do you want to do here? I'll be damned. They're on Miami's side. No, they're not. They're actually still on Baltimore's side of the field. Here, I thought they actually got past the 50. They did not. 4th and 1 from your own 37-yard line. What do you want to do here? Most likely, they're just going to punt this football away. Hell of a play there from Miami's defense. What's my Halloween costume this year? You'll see tomorrow. I don't even really celebrate Halloween like that, so I'll have to figure out what it is that I'm fixing to put on. But yeah, you'll see tomorrow. I'll throw some. Did he touch the football? Did he touch the football? Yeah, they better make sure his son ain't touched the football now. Harbaugh looks like Shawn Michaels with short hair. The Dong said you been able to see your grandmother last week. It was super nice to see her and get to conversate with her. And planning on making another trip to go see her sometime as well. Hey, man, that's what it's all about. Because in the grand scheme of things, like, the hustle and bustle of life gets in the way, of course, and rightfully so to a degree, because bills have to get paid. Education has to get learned. You know, work has to get done. But as you age, what matters most is the memories that you have with your loved ones. The issue is We all kind of understand that to a degree. But we let life get in the way. We let work get in the way because bills got to get paid, right? So we end up putting stuff off knowing that stuff's way more important than this stuff. But there's a time and a place for everything. But anytime you find yourself in a situation where you have a little bit of wiggle room, you got a little bit of bread, you got a little bit of time, give that shit to the motherfuckers you love and who love you. Take your time to yourself, of course. Don't overstimulate yourself. But you got time, you got that money, you got that wiggle room. Find a way to get with your folks. Get with your folks. Cypher said, you probably give up a loved one to see a Titan Super Bowl. You see? See? They in here. They in here. Cypher said, hey, man, listen. Cuzzo, I love you. But I haven't seen a Titans Super Bowl since 99, and they lost. 1 yard short.
14
You gotta go! You gotta go! You gotta go! Hitman, take him out. I loved Billy. Billy was cool, man. But Billy started cheering for the Texans when he saw the Titans were going nowhere, so Billy gotta go. He was the best man at my wedding, but hey, man, listen, I saw the Titans win the Super Bowl. It was worth it. I'd do it again. There's going to be folks out there willing to sacrifice some people. William put 20 on it. Said, sorry you hadn't been on. Last couple weeks have been rough, but you're still sober. 1.5 years. Let's go. William always holding it down, and furthermore, keeping the sobriety journey going. 1.5 years. Thank you, Chiseled, and everybody in the community. Grateful for you all. I'm glad that you've been able to bounce back from the rough couple of weeks. Just know that trouble doesn't last always. Pain is interim. You'll make it through. You just got to game plan and figure out what's necessary to make it through. Because I know when you're going through some shit, it's like, all right, today sucked. All right, tomorrow will be better. Tomorrow sucked worse than today. Ah, shit. Next day is going to be better. Oh, we're spiraling downwards. Okay, so this is the down. We're going down on the roller coaster. All right, cool. And then you end up thinking to yourself, all right, when am I going to get myself out of this? But remember, trouble doesn't last always. So I'm happy for you. And big W, 1.5 years on your sobriety journey. Kyle Hamilton's down again. Past 3 games I've seen Kyle Hamilton. He's been on the ground. They took his helmet. Is he just cramping? He said he's good. What happened here? His foot wrapped around, and then all the weight fell on top of the knee. Is that what transpired? Yeah, he seemed to be fine. Maybe just a contusion or something like that. Bill G said, dress up as Wavy's World. That's crazy. I got the growl to a T. I don't know about all that now. I should text son, see how he's doing. Oh, they got laundry on the field. Ball start. Five minutes left to go here in the half. Brandon said, you're looking forward to going home to Seattle for Thanksgiving. Haven't been home for Thanksgiving since 2020. It'll be Kayla's first Thanksgiving with your family. Should be fun. Oh, boy. That's going to be a drive for you guys, unless you guys are flying, but I highly doubt you're going to be flying. Bug said, where's that purple suit? Got to get it? Yeah, I might have to. I might get it in window pane, but I think just a regular plain purple suit would be better. But it ain't going to be no, like, how can I explain? I don't want to say like super purple, but it's most likely going to end up being more of like a lighter purple, maybe a lavender kind of purple. It depends on which one I can find. So we'll see. Oh, good block. All right. Oh, good God. That was a tackle right there. Golly, Washington got flatlined for a gain of about like 7 there. And what do you know? It's fucking Hamilton. Was that a horse collar? No, it wasn't. But my Lord, Washington's leg got caught right underneath him. Somehow he didn't get hurt. Look at his right leg get caught in the turf. No, it was the left leg. Got caught on the turf, the grass. No, that's grass. Got caught in the grass, and somehow this man ain't get hurt. I'll be damned. Shit. Gray suit? No, I got a gray one. I got a couple gray ones, actually. But I might have to get another one. I think mine is like mid-gray or something like that. I'll get another charcoal. Oh, and then we got laundry on the field again, or they call the timeout? No, it's a timeout coming from Baltimore. Jack Alford Productions in the building. What's going on? Damn. Oh, that's the godforsaken bridge. They got lifted. I remember I was going to a Heat game. The last time I ever drove to a Miami game in Miami, ever. I got caught right before the bridge. I'm like the third car there. We stopped so they could lift up the goddamn bridge. We were there for 20 minutes, fam. This motherfucker came through with the yacht of yachts. The yacht of yachts. Sitting there forever. I'm like, you motherfucker. By the time I made it inside the damn stadium, we were midway through the first quarter. I'm like, you assholes. I couldn't stand it. All right, here we go. 3rd and long here. 4:17 on the clock. Here comes Tua. Down the field. Got Jalen Waddle. First down. This drive continues. Tiger said, you've been going through it a lot with your breakup. Like, had a lot of breakups and normally would get over it in 2 to 3 days, maybe a week, but it's been a month. Feels like our story isn't over yet. Hey, it's tough, man. It's fucking tough. Those are always hard, especially ones where you really felt like, hey, man, this could go somewhere. Those are very tough. Take your time to grieve, man. Tua throwing it again. He's got Waddle now in a foot race. Waddle gets outside. He's going down. Another necktie tackle here for a huge first down to go inside Baltimore territory. Jalen Waddle is loose. Then he waddled away. Waddle, waddle. Then he waddled away. Waddle, waddle, waddle. Then he waddled away. Waddle, waddle. Till the very next day. Bop, 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 bop. PDG. Said, do I think the Steelers should trade for Tariq Woolen? That'd be great, but then where would he end up going? I don't think they're gonna add any more corners. Oh, they're gonna go end around over the Washington. The last 2 times we've seen Washington get tackled, it's been something around this man's neck. There's a lot of necktie tackles. Oh, shit. Gordon is down now. Just went down here. What happened? Broken ankle? Broken? I don't know. Broken? Let me see. You need a Waddle TD? We'll see. Look at the replay here. Blocking, blocking, blocking. Feet got caught underneath him. He's in a ton of pain, too. Let me see. There's the foot. Hit him there. It could just be a low ankle sprain. It could just be a low ankle sprain. Yeah, it twisted. It's not broken. No, like Scatterboo. No, it's not that bad. It's one of those things where it slightly like a kind of situation, kind of explain it. Your body's going this way, but your ankle's still facing here, so and then it goes right back. Ah, shit! I felt that shit. Like your shit went like this, and then it goes back. So, not even high. I think that's more towards low ankle sprain because it was. I wouldn't go high ankle sprain just yet. Did I ever break a bone? No, I've never broke a bone. Captain of Sparta said one thing you love about Unc and Ocho is how he relates to all of us and will take time to listen to our stories and give his strong, brutal honesty and can sympathize with us on things. Oh, okay. Yeah, shout out to Unc and Ocho, man. Or just Unc. So. Shannon? Kenny said, and he waddled away. Indeed. All they run is post route, and they all hitting, and they all working. They all working. The Django said Mike Tomlin should have been fired when I was in 12th grade. I remember I graduated 13 years ago. Well, no, Mike Tomlin getting fired 13 years ago. No, I don't think he should have been fired then. Because 2011, I 100% believe if Ryan Clark had played in that game, Pittsburgh beats Denver. But, could have, should have, would have, they lost. 2012 was very disappointing. But I wouldn't have fired him for that. Oh, hand off to Devon Achane. He just needs a block right here. Picks up a first down. Takes it inside the 25-yard line. All right, they're on the move. 2:22 left to go here in the quarter. Yeah, just a twisted ankle. Yeah, he'll be all right. Did I just pronounce the D Django? The D in Django? Yeah, 100%. The Django. I like to say the Django. Unks you was talking about with Shay and Ocho. You was talking about. Oh, you were talking about me. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, I appreciate that. We're not at the 2-minute warning right now. Baltimore leading heavily. Look at the gold watch right there on Mike McDaniel, sorry. After everything Tomlin has said in the media following his last week, it's time for him to go, in my opinion. I think there's a heavy level of delusion because here's the thing. We've watched Hard Knocks. You know how much Tomlin plays a role in the preparation of these games. The issue that Pittsburgh has had for the last 15 years, playing down to the competition and being unprepared for the very large games. Because despite Pittsburgh winning the most games in the last 15 years, Pittsburgh's still top 5 in wins, right? But despite being top 5 in those wins, they've left a lot of wins on the table. A lot of wins on the table. And I won't take any credit away from, certain opponents because you're still dealing with professional teams. But if you lose games the same way, there's a problem. Like, obviously, you're not going to win every game. But you lose every game the same way, we got an issue. Two minutes left to go here in the half. And that's ultimately what people don't understand. Like, okay, no losing seasons. Cool. What have those non-losing seasons produced? 8 times you've gone to the postseason. 8 times you're one and done.
14 grams.
What are we doing? You've lost your last 8 at-bats. The postseason is what matters. Postseason success is what matters. Like, you had a veteran quarterback, future Hall of Famer, already a champion, trying to get another title in his twilight years. with a top 5 offense in the league in the top in throughout the entirety of the 2010s. Of course, when the offense was good, the defense wasn't good. When the defense was good, the offense wasn't good. But you're supposed to be a Hall of Fame coach. You've got to figure that out. But here we are. 2 minutes left to go. Handoff. Devon! You're going nowhere. KC put 5 on and said, how widespread do I think the gamble fixing is in the NFL, or do I think organized crime has gotten to the NFL? Oh, 100% organized crime made it to the NFL. Organized crime is probably involved in the bulk share of a lot of these sports betting, right? And as for gambling in the NFL, it's also something that can happen there too, because it doesn't take too much to get to a lot of these players. And all you really got to do is say, hey, you got, let's just say if early in the season, it's kind of wacky, but then towards the tail end of the season is where things can kind of come into play. Because you could have some players who have incentives in their contract. Like, hey, if you get 600 yards or if you get 800 yards on the season, you're going to get an additional $250,000, or maybe you're going to get $500,000 or something like that. All of a sudden, it could be on some, hey, yeah, I heard about your contract or something like that. If you happen to be somebody who messes around and gets touched by the La Cosa Nostra, something of that nature, and they come around and they're on some, yeah, you know, that whole bonus that you fixing to get there, I'm going to need you to go get that, or it's coming out of you. And you're like, whoa, what the fuck going on? Now, all of a sudden, force feed to try to get that out there, going and make it there to your incentive, or even worse, if it's the under kind of situation, yeah, I'm going to need you to put this ball on the ground a couple of times. Yeah, I got a playoff berth on the line. I don't give a damn. You want your legs? You like your legs? Great. You about to take you're going to take a dive. You about to fumble the football a couple of times. Michael Francisi talked about it a couple of times as well, where it's like, hey, sometimes you quarterback, you got to put it in the dirt or put it in the opponent's team's hands. So it happens. Elder Leo Patuan said, is Mike the Doc Rivers of the NFL? Pretty much. Wow, down goes Achan here. Unable to get past the line of scrimmage, and once again, Miami gets stopped here. And they're going to have to kick another field goal. Hey, I kid you not, keep the offense on the field, bro. Keep the offense on the field. You've had to kick 3 fucking field goals every time you came down here. Keep the offense on the field. Take a shot to be a failure in the toughest division. Look at Montgomery last year. He got hurt like 3 yards shy of hitting incentives or betting odds. Hey, crazy things have happened. Like, I'll never deliberately sit here and accuse certain folks without having full context and information, but more often than not, man, they're involved. All right, here we go. 4th and 2. Are they going to jump off sides? No, they're not, because, oh, wow, he throws it. He completely didn't know who he's throwing to. He completely didn't know who he was throwing to. Tua had no idea who he's throwing the football to. Achan didn't know what was going on. Oh, my Lord. It's turnover on downs for Miami. Turnover on downs for Miami. That's a shame. That's a shame. Because who was he throwing to? All right, here comes Lamar now. You got to get rid of the football. Oh, damn, a coach just got fucking... Keep an eye out for your damn surroundings, sir. Buddy just hit the damn ground. I know his ankle hurt. Tua was bugging on that throw. Achan didn't run his route. Bain said your college gives students 2 complete suits per semester in order to help them get accustomed to dressing for their jobs, but they ain't giving anything nice as what I'm wearing. Well, first off, the fact that they giving out suits is fucking awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm telling you, the suits is making a comeback now. 2nd and 10. Where the hell's Lamar gonna go? Got to get rid of the football. Dump it off to Justin. Hey, wait, let me get the header. Hold on, wait a minute. Because that's his first touch of this game, right? That's his first touch of this game. Where is it at? Oh, I got I'm able to find. Oh, here we go. He dumped it off to who? I said he dumped it off to for a gain of how much? I have no idea, but it's not moving the chains, but he's going to hold it on for one more down. It's going to be 3rd and 5 right now because of getting the football within 5 yards to set up a 3rd and manageable. It was used with Justice Hill on a gain of 3. Isaac Patuan said, Tua turned the ball over. Can we get an alligator? Yeah, we can get an alligator because Achan didn't run that damn right route. And now I got Tua looking like an absolute fool. But nonetheless, both of them could not connect, so. Laundry is on the field here. Laundry on the field, and it is on the offense, but unfortunately, they didn't get a first down regardless. So this will give Miami a chance to go down the field here and put some points on the board. Waddle 60-yard touchdown coming. Ruben must have saw the script. He said a 60-yard touchdown is coming. We shall see. Oh, wow. Washington didn't fair catch it. Let the ball go over his head. Just negative plays after negative plays. And backwards they go. "30 seconds left to go here. All right, 30 seconds left to go here before the break. 30 seconds left to go here before the break. Let's see if they're going to really take a shot at it. Hand off to Achan. He's going to go down after 30. And are they going to call a timeout? No, they're not. Oh, they are. They are. Miami's actually going to use the timeout. I guess that's how they was going to gauge it. Oh, we got a first down. We'll use the timeout. Elijah said I gave you that sensory overload with the Alligator Hot Tour remix. Hey. Get Money Tim said, you're going to Miami for your B-Day. Would like me to tell you where to go in Miami, or only place you know is South Beach. What shit? I'm the wrong person to ask. Miami's not my stomping ground. Like, I've been in Miami a lot of times, but I couldn't tell you, like, oh, this is the place to go. I got the Red Rooster is all right out in Miami. There's a dump off to Achan again. Get out of Bunes. Red Rooster is a nice location that you could go to out in Miami. The Coat Steakhouse is all right. It's very difficult to get into. Well, probably because they end up having a lot of reservations. It's overpriced. And I said, don't go to Poppy Steak. Your ass. What else is there? I'll be in Midtown, but I'll be forgetting the names of the places. It escapes me. 2 over the middle. Got it, man. Oh, that's a first down. Get down there. Get down there. Get down there. You got to clock it. 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 4 seconds. What do you want to do here? 4 seconds. You want to kick a fucking 67-yard field, 69-yard field goal? This man missed earlier. Miami's the only team this year without a 50-plus yard field goal. Yeah, this man is not making it for 67, bro. That's not happening. It's not happening. Gary said, whatever you're doing, just mind your business and don't try to be here. Oh, 100%. Oh, and also watch out for them, the harlots out there. Yeah, Tua end up throwing the ball away with 1 second remaining. Yep, they're going to try a 69-yard field goal. No, they're not. They're actually going to go for it here and take a shot. Third and 10. What's Tua going to do with the football here? This man went down and took a sack instead. I'll be damned. Man took a sack instead. That's confusing. What? Cosmic TJ Pateno said, which cornerback would make me want to eat fisticuffs? Oh, and eat. Why did I get eat when you wrote engage? That makes no sense. Am I hungry? Engage in fisticuffs with them because they got in my head. Richard Sherman or Aqib Talib. Which one would I rather fight? Richard Sherman. Because I 100% don't believe Richard Sherman got hands. I believe Aqib Talib actually has hands. But what the hell was that from?
Hawk, Tood, 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 Hawk, Tood.
Tua need to be hit like.
Oh!
What was that? The hell was that? Best steakhouse in New York. There's a number of good ones. The Bowery Meat Company is all right. Skirt Steak is a good spot. I had a good steak at Skirt Steak. They were all right. I'm trying to get into Fort Charles. They said Fort Charles has the best steak in the city. So I'm trying to get into Fort Charles, but it's incredibly difficult to get the reservation. In fact, let me hit up Sis Adonis right now, see if she got the reservation. Charles. Wait, why is Gimme More playing? It's a Britney Spears notification. How the hell did I click on a Britney Spears notification? What's going on? That's wild. All right, dude. The loop is worse than the sack. You sure? Peyton said he hates. Which one is worse? The
Hawk, Tood, 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 Hawk, Tood.
or
Anybody got more of that Loompa Loompa weed? Anybody got more of that Loompa Loompa weed?
Peyton said, cut it off. Which one's worse? Which one is worse? Oh, man. It is halftime. Miami trailing by 8. Lamar Jackson is back for the Baltimore Ravens. And in this game, he's thrown not one, but 2 touchdowns, both to Mark Andrews. Outside of those 2 scores, Ravens offensively really haven't done anything, but Miami hasn't done themselves any favors. Opening drive, Baltimore went down the field. Pardon me. The Ravens fumbled the football. Opening drive, the Dolphins went down the field, kicked the field goal. The Ravens went 3 and out. Then a fumble from Miami on the very first play of their second drive ended up resulting in giving the football to Baltimore already in goal-to-go situation. After two failed attempts from Derrick Henry, and then Lamar throwing it into the back of the end zone, he was able to find Mark Andrews in the back of the end zone for the score, right? After that, the Dolphins went down the field again. They missed the field goal, followed by Baltimore then taking advantage of the short field, going and finding the end zone for the score. After that, literally Baltimore's drives, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. You want to hear Miami's drives? Field goal, fumble, missed field goal, 5 plays down the field, then a punt, field goal, turnover on downs in field goal range, and then end of the half by way of Tua taking a sack. So Miami's offense is still generating offense. They just can't find the end zone. In fact, they're outgaining Baltimore by double the amount of yardage. Baltimore has 109 total yards. Miami has 225. Miami also, through the air, is out throwing Baltimore. They're outrunning Baltimore in both aspects of the game. The Ravens really are just opportunists at the moment. But they find themselves winning by 8 points. This is still a very winnable game for the Dolphins. They just have to score, period. They just have to score. Meanwhile, in my battle over on Underdog, I am still in first place, unfortunately now, only by 6. I have Mark Andrews, Lamar Jackson, Tua Tagovailoa, and Zay Flowers. Mark Andrews has given me 16 points here. Meanwhile, my opponent has Devon Achane, Jalen Waddle, Derrick Henry, and Malik Washington. His high point man is Devon Achane, and Waddle is right behind him with 10 points. So there is that. Edgar said the Hardys will go into the Hall of Fame at one point, but I think both Hardys are going to go in on their own. The singles run, no, just Jeff. But most likely what they're going to end up doing is probably having the two of them go in together and then never induct Jeff individually. I think more often than not, if you go in as a team, they almost never put you individually afterwards. You could go individually and then they'll put the team afterwards. They're most likely going to put the team together and then that's going to be it. It's very rare for you to go in as a member of a team first and then they put you in individually after. Like Triple H is probably one of the very few who have that happen. Like you went in individually and then now, or I should say as a group, and then now they put you in individually. Because he went in with DX first and then they waited and then he went into the Hall of Fame by himself last year. This year. Jeff is the better Hardy, I do agree. This year is, oh, by the way, you want to know something that's funny? Story time. I was getting ready to do a reaction to the Prison Harlots, right? And for whatever reason, something told me, yo, let me go to Facebook, right? So I go on Facebook, and randomly, the first post that I see is one of my former classmates, if you will, because he wasn't a teammate of mine. Because when he played football on my high school team, I graduated the year after. So his senior year, when he decided to go and play, I had just graduated. He's in jail for murder, of course. So he gets out. It's 16 to life that they gave him. So he gets out because he was a blood. So yeah, Banks was blood. Yeah, so he in jail for murder. Shot somebody, walked him down, shot him in a damn apartment complex. But he was on Facebook. Ultimately, it wasn't a video styled message, but it was like a text, if you will, a paper, if you will, a message talking about, yeah, he gets out in a bit. Looking for females only, obviously. Pen pals and things of that nature. Hit him. I'm like, what is going on? I had an incredible laugh. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find the post. But I had an incredible laugh. Yeah, so I have three former classmates who's in jail. One went away for 16 years, homicide, shooting. Oh no, I actually don't know how long Christian is away for. Because he killed his mother. He stabbed his mom 18 times. Yeah, that shit's insane. Yeah, man's just hate you, man. And freaking 18 times stabbed his mom to death. Crazy. Murdered son. What's wild was it got revealed to me that Sis Adonis was 5 blocks away from when it had went down. Insane. So there is that. But yeah, and then who was the last one who went away? I forget son name, but he was part of the Wave gang. I think they got locked for might have went down with a Rico about 10 years ago. But yeah, no, these are scissors. These are scissors. Pocket knife is where's my pocket knife? I have a pocket knife up here. Yeah. So where's the other? Where's my pocket knife? Yeah, I don't know. It's supposed to be. It's somewhere around here. But needless to say, one classmate went down for should be in my pocket. I see what you did there. Yeah, so one of the classmates went down for one of those, and the other one for so it was a little bit of a situation. Either way, school in the Bronx is crazy. But yeah, so it was a wild time. Just it passed through my mind the other day when I saw it. Let me see if I can find the post. But I Bain said one of your closest friends who left for the Navy then lived in Omaha, sentenced for 39 years for essaying an 11-year-old. 11! He was always weird, but never thought he was that still hurt. Golly! Oh, that reminds me. Shit. Yo, this is a core memory just got unlocked. One of my childhood neighbors, bro, we used to always be at his house. It's just 2 blocks. He was two doors down. We used to be over there playing Sonic Riders, Sonic Adventure Battle 2, Super Smash Bros. Melee. We was just playing GameCube, and this dude, he used to be at our elementary school, because how much older am I than Justin? I'm 4 years older than Justin. Because he was born 97. Yeah, I'm 4 years older than Justin. We used to be playing, this was 2006, 7. So I'm in junior high. Justin's finishing up elementary. We used to be playing Sonic Riders fucking every, like, Saturday morning. We'd be over there. Sonic Riders, I think it was 2006 or 2007. Sonic Heroes came out 2003, but we were playing it during that time because Justin moved 2005, I think. No. He moved in 2003. But whatever the case is, we playing everything. This dude, I forget his fucking name. Bro, we used to always be playing games. This dude, news break in, I want to say 2010, because I was in high school. Mans was touching kids. I said, what? What? Yo, I'll never forget. I went over to Justin's crib. We was just, we used to be every morning. And mind you, the dude was way old. He was, I think, because I was 12, Justin was 8. No, he had a later birthday because Justin's birthday is December. He was about like 7, going 8. So between 11 and I was between 11 and 14. He was between 7 and 10. I want to say during the school year, we probably, if you was to combine all of the days, maybe about like 2.5 months. If you combine between 4 years, 3 years, about like 2.5 total months in total that we would just, hey, we playing video games together. Yo, and he had to be in his like early 20s. Bro, I'm in high school now. Justin in junior high, finishing up junior high. News break, yeah, he used to, Nah, what? So his and Justin's family is Jamaican. So his mom is losing her mind. Like, yo, I let this man in my house, and he was playing games with my son, and he was touching. There's no way we gotta done him. I'm like, nah, bro, what is going on? So man, I've never thought about this in 10 plus years, bro. That's a crazy core memory that just came. Yeah, son must have been trying to plot on us, or something, but we never got that vibe. Like, we knew son was weird. And all this piggybacking off of the earlier message. Good Lord, why is it escaping? Yeah, I Baines. It's all piggybacking off of I Baines mentioning that he had a close friend who doing 39 years, bro. That shit was, man. There's legit no signs. Like, he ain't do nothing. We was just playing the game for a couple of hours, and then son would just go to the crib. Yo, wow. I might have to text son. I'm messaging him after the street. Like, yo, you remember? I can't remember son's name. Oh my God, I can't remember his name. He's got to come back to me. It's stereotype though. White folk. I'm sorry, fam. It was quirky looking white man. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's insane, fam. Yeah, I don't know how long son going away for, whatever the case was, but man, listen, we were dumbfounded. We're like, oh, what? Son was perfectly, he was regular. There was no signs. He was regular. Where did this come from? We was just playing Sonic. We were playing the GameCube every morning, son. Like, where did this come from? At least during the summer and the afternoons during my junior high year. Like, come on, man. Damn. That shit was crazy, son. It completely caught us off guard. Like, what? Wild shit, man. Wild shit. Yeah, throw the key away or something. I'm like, come on, man. You can't be just some Jared from Subway ass motherfucker. Like, why, son? You ain't even need to do all that. So, like, you was just regular. Where did this happen? But when the news had broke, it was years after we had stopped playing the game, because it was between 2005, 2007, and I think the news had broke in the era maybe like 2010 or so. So can't remember. I legit can't remember what son name was, bro. But that's insane. I legit never thought about this in 15 years, bro. It never crossed my mind again. I'm gonna add a message, son. Toretto for 5 said, "What's cracking, y'all? #1 Eagles fan in the building. Go Birds, Eagles Nation. Hope all is well. You're 4 weeks out from graduating police academy. Almost there. Hey, almost there. Fourth quarter. Yeah, I'm no victim. Son ain't do shit to me. We was just playing the damn game. Son ain't do shit to me. You got a crazy story, but the same thing with the female. I remember my 4th grade teacher, Miss Esposito. Shout out to her, man. Man, I love that teacher, man. She kept my class photo in her class even after I had went to the 5th grade. But unfortunately, after when I left to go to junior high school, I ended up finding out she started doing crack. I'm like, oh shit, pain. She was doing 14 grams of crack. And you sell it.
You buy 14 grams of crack. Then you sell it.
Now go home and smoke some more crack.
And I would have never caught. I'd have never known. Peyton said, how old was that fool? He had to be in his, when we first met, son, he had to be in like his early 20s. So by the time that shit happened, he had mid-20s probably. Mid-20s probably by the time that, because he's 10 years old, so he's early 80s, baby. I dead can't remember son's name. I would have to, I'd have to see if I can't remember. Ooh, Isaiah Likely, first down. The Ravens continuing to march down the field. They're now inside Dolphin territory. Black Attack said, don't do that to my teacher. Hey, man, she did it to herself. She did it to herself. Brandon said, you went to school with a guy who murdered his girlfriend, then set her house on fire. Shit made the Seattle Times and the local news. Shit was crazy as hell. Yeah, man, that's the wild thing about it, because when you a kid, It's like, yo, there's crazy people that's out there. It never dawns on you that, hey, I could be sitting next to a motherfucker who gonna mess around, crash out, and lose their livelihood, you know? So that shit is a crazy revelation to, you know, have. It's like, yo, there's a classmate who just start wilding out and doing crazy shit, fam. All right, but nonetheless, the Ravens, second half has began. The Ravens had the football on the opening drive, and or I should say have the football, not had, and they're continuing to march down the field here. Now inside Dolphin territory. Kayla in the building. Hey, best of luck meeting Brandon's folks for Thanksgiving. No pressure. You're just a fiance, no pressure. Your soon-to-be wife, no pressure. Could potentially be the mother of his children, no pressure. The family's going to have to get to love you, no pressure. You might have to bring something to food for them to eat, no pressure. They might talk about you behind your back, no pressure. I don't want to put anything into the ethos. But nonetheless, Brandon will have you prepared for what's going to transpire. Oh, you met the mom and twin brother already. Oh, so okay, so you got some familiarity there. Somebody who could break the ice. That works. Outside of Brandon himself. Raven said your high school principal took himself out, then took out his wife. Oh, good lord. I mean, if you can't take yourself out, then take out the wife. But took out the wife, then took himself out. Good lord. That's some wild stuff, man. The baby comment was why. Hey, no pressure. No pressure. Hey, they are marching down the field. They are marching down the field on Baltimore right now. Isaiah Likely, 3 catches, 60 yards. Yeah, said ain't no babies over here unless you have a Carmelo Hanson baby. Ma'am, quell your fallopian tubes. You are a fiance. You talking about ain't no babies unless it's Carmelo. You have your fiance's in the chat room. Don't be like Halan girlfriend. Part of the game is this. Edgar said, you know the Hardys are going to go into the hall at one point, but do I think both are going to go? No. I already said earlier, no. It's not going to be that. It's not going to be that way. It's just going to be the Hardys who go in together because it's seldom do you have a situation that a tag team goes in first and then an individual goes in afterwards from the tag team. Usually it's going to have the tag team go in together, and then that's pretty much it right there. It's very, very rare that you have somebody go in as a tag team first, and then individually one of the tag team goes in individually. Zay Flowers trying to make a play here. Bret Hart, the only wrestler in the Hall of Fame 3 times. Yup, he's in there 3 times. Because they put in the individual matches. So you have the Hart Foundation, or I should say you have Bret first, Hart Foundation, and then him in Austin. That's a first down. Baltimore's got a goal-to-go scenario here. First and goal here for Baltimore. This opening drive is about to take half the quarter. Kudos to Baltimore because they were getting cooked as it pertains to time of possession. And they have really, really put it together here on this opening drive. Matt says top 3 Dolphins quarterbacks and top 3 Ravens running backs. Okay, so top 3 Ravens running backs. Jamal Lewis, Ray Rice. Wide open. Oh, that's actually Kolar. I thought that was going to be Mark Andrews for a second, but it's Kolar with the touchdown. And Baltimore has now made this a 2-possession lead again. 11 plays, 68 yards to the Baja. That's a touchdown. What a play. Looks like we may be 5 days removed from, or I should say 4 days removed from National Tight Ends Day, but somehow Lamar Jackson is continuing to celebrate. There it is through the uprights, and it's good. Now, to answer that earlier question, top 3 Ravens running back, top 3 Dolphins quarterbacks. Okay, so I'll start with the Ravens running back. So Jamal Lewis, Ray Rice, and now at this point, you kind of have a pick of the litter, right? You kind of have the pick of the litter because I think the best running back to ever wear the Ravens jersey is Derrick Henry. But Derrick Henry's only been there for a year and a half, right? So before I put Derrick, I mean, Priest Holmes was there at the start of his start of his career as well. But when you think Priest Holmes, you think of him as a chief. So this is where it gets a little interesting. Who the fuck was that? Forsett? Forsett was okay, but top? I'd probably say Willis McGahee. I'd probably end up saying Willis McGahee for number 3. And if Derrick plays there 3 years and he has 1,000 yards each of those years, then I'll put him there. But I'll put Willis McGahee there at 3. And then as for the Dolphins quarterback, Marino, Greasy, and Earl Morrall? Who do I want to put at 3 for Dolphins quarterback? You know what? No. Pennington, no. I just refuse to say Tua. I refuse to say Tua. Marino, Greasy. Shit. Oh. It might have to be Tua, bro. Because Tua's a better Dolphin quarterback than Tannehill. Tua's a better Dolphin quarterback than Fitzpatrick. Tua's a better Dolphin. I mean, Pennington's more of a Jet than he is a Dolphin. Truly, he's a better Jet than he is a Dolphin. Moore, Fielder, right. No, Leak. Yeah, you know what? It might have to be it might have to be Tua, son. Cutler was a better Bear than he was a Dolphin. Cutler was a better Bear than he was a Dolphin. Cutler will be remembered for his time in Chicago. I would argue he was actually better in Denver, but he put up more numbers in Chicago than he did in Denver. But I think he should have never left Denver. Tua in a Dolphins uniform is better than Fitzpatrick, yes. Lemon? Hell no. Did you ever bring up Lemon? Oh, damn, down goes Tua now. Said Lemon. Almost choked on the goddamn whiskey. I said Lemon. You better stop it. Lemon. Hey, no way. You know what we doing with lemons? You know what we doing with lemons?
It's over. You lose.
That's a pull right there. That's a trivia question right there. Oh my God. So I bet you Cleo Lemon is hilarious, bro. Cleo Lemon is hilarious. That's a pull. That's a hell of a pull right there. So let's say Cleo Lemon. I'm crying. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. That's funny. No, Bob Greasy's a Hall of Famer. That's not a crazy pull. Bob Greasy's a Hall of Famer. That's not a crazy pull. Bob Greasy led them to a Super Bowl, albeit I believe it was Earl Morrall who was the court. That's why at first I said Earl Morrall, but who would I put over Earl? So, because Earl Morrall wasn't necessarily like, oh boy, he's a fucking Dolphin. But he was there for that. What was it, the perfect season or was it the year after? No, I think it was the perfect season. Because originally I said Dan, Bob, and then what, Earl Morrall, then who would I put in front of Earl? Would I put Tua in front of Earl? Because Tua actually has a passing title and stuff like that, albeit no playoff wins or whatever the case may be. But Earl Morrall, I don't know if he ever lost a game with Miami, now that I think about it, because he was perfect until Bob Greasy came back. And then, but Earl Morrall was in the league for like, how much championships does Earl Morrall have now that I think about it? Hold on, wait a minute. Because Earl Morrall was around since the fucking 50s. Earl Morrall was on a gang of different teams. Hold on, wait a minute. Earl Morrall is a 3-time Super Bowl champ, 1 time. He was on the Colts, right? No. So who did he win it with? He won the 2 Super Bowls with Miami. Why is he a 3-time Super Bowl champ? Ah, he was with Baltimore. Right. He was backing up Unitas. There we go. He was with the Colts. Oh, well, what do you know? 3-time Super Bowl champ. Shout out to Earl Morrall. Wait, he won the MVP and then oh, he has the NFL championship and then they lost in the Super Bowl. That's right. Then they lost in the Super Bowl. That's right. Ah, welcome to the MVP just to lose. You lost to the Jets. Imagine winning the MVP just to get benched in the big game because you threw nothing but picks. KG put 5 on, said whatever happened to that 14 grams of crack. My elementary school teachers smoked it.
You buy 14 grams of crack. Then you sell it.
J Nation put 5 on, it said back in 11th grade in VA, you had a speaker and he hooked his computer up to the big screen. He showed a video, misclicked the file, and CP came up. CP. Nah. Yeah, you going to prison. That's crazy. Yeah, lock them up. Lock them up. That's outrageous. That's outrageous. Tyler said, I went to school with someone who was selling drugs in school. Oh, that's regular. I'm from New York, so that wasn't too hard to find. Folks is doing that all the time. I seen that all the time. I'd be walking into the bathroom. Oh, it's time to go take a piss. Somebody, they selling some greens. Hey, I hold it. There's another bathroom around here. I'll take a walk. I'm good. I'll be all right. Marijuana don't count. Usually that's what at least in New York, that's what I was seeing a lot of the times. Folks were selling that all the time. Now, albeit, you would sell a little bit of that. That's a different situation. Folks be on some, let me go find a good vein. What? Ain't no way. Cole said, where's the 14 grams of crack video from? That's a great question, because I randomly, I want to say the IG was Zoo York that I ended up getting it from some years ago. Somebody DM'd it to me. I saw it, and then I downloaded it, and I never saw it again for some years until way later. All right, we're midway through the third quarter here, and guess what? It's Derrick Henry time. Your brother told you EDP legally changed his name? Oh, did he? J Nation said it was bad back when Snapchat was big too. So that thing was everywhere. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. All right, here we go. There's a handoff. Another first down. They're moving the chains. This drive continues. Hey, Miami needs something here on defense. Drunk Stormtrooper giving out bits. Donation. Mark Jackson Batum said, where did I find the Prescott fuck clip? Twitter? Somebody tagged me in it on Twitter. I don't know who did the voiceover. Fuck. I don't know who did the voiceover, but somebody tagged me in it. Tyler said one of your dad's classmates, high school classmates, went to jail for killing a cop. Shit. Yeah, man, that's wild. Like, I'm sure there's a bunch of people in the comment section who probably had somebody from their high school who did some wild shit. Even if they didn't graduate in your year, it's probably somebody who you happen to pass by in the school here or there or something, ended up doing something crazy, fam. Penguin said, where'd you get the chain from? You're trying to get something for your birthday? It depends on when your birthday is, because this took me about a couple of months to get it in the mail, but I got mine from Alibaba over here. You know, inexpensive. Oh, Lamar's going deep. He's got Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers makes a man miss. Oh, he goes down inside the 10-yard line. Zay Flowers almost going the distance to the end zone. I actually needed that there for my pick, for my underdog here. That would have been incredibly beneficial for my underdog here, because I am still in first place. In fact, I'm leading by 13 right now as Lamar Jackson and Zay Flowers are starting to get moving over here. They're starting to get moving over here as the Miami Dolphins are completely falling apart. Zay Flowers, 5 catches, 64 yards, going in motion, and Lamar's going to use a timeout. No, he's not. I thought he was going to use a timeout. I guess not. Looks like he's going to turn around and give this football to Derrick Henry. No, he's not. It's a play action. Where's he going with the football? Looks like Lamar's about to run. No, he's not. To the end zone. Got a man. That's Bateman. That's a touchdown, but there's laundry on the field. That's about to be touchdown number 4 for Lamar Jackson. Holding. Defense. Declined. Laundry on the field. Laundry on the field, but it didn't matter. Lamar with 5 TDs. Lamar with 4 TDs. 4th touchdown for Lamar Jackson. And the Baltimore Ravens take a 28-6 lead. Oh, missed this field goal, missed this field goal, missed this field goal, missed this field goal. Son of a bitch, he made it. I just wanted to say 27, but there's the field goal through the uprights, and it's too easy. Too easy for the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson in his first start back, 4 TDs on the Dolphins' head. Oh, man. Whew, they cooking. They cooking. Do I think there's about to be a blowout or not? The blowout is beginning, because right now the necrophilia is on the verge of beginning. Is Derrick Henry a decoy now? Yes, you have him in fantasy. Oh, no, because guess what? Now that the game is a 3-score game, if Miami doesn't score in the next drive, guess what Baltimore is doing the entirety of the 4th quarter? Hand the ball off, hand the ball off, hand the ball off, hand the ball off, hand the ball off. Mike McDaniel's preparing his post-game vape. Huh. More like preparing his post-game.
You buy 14 grams of crack. Then you sell it.
Who was on crack?
Oh, nigga, give me one more gram. Tell me that dope. Oh, you love me, please. Tell me that dope. Oh, nigga, give me one more gram. Tell me that dope. Oh, nigga, give me one more gram. Tell me that dope. Oh, you love me, please. Tell me that dope. Oh, nigga, give me one more gram. Tell me that dope.
What? Sell me that dope. Sell me that dope. Sell me that dope.
Now go home and smoke some more crack.
They getting beat up right now. Beat up right now. Ravens hitting the Dolphins with a
1A! 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 1A!
Dut reacts, put 2 on and said, you know it's just the Dolphins, but Lamar is cooking. Indeed he is. He is absolutely taking advantage of the Dolphins. Kenny Kai said, all you can ask from the Ravens, do not collapse in the fourth quarter, rolls around. Yeah, we shall see. Oh, look at the trash bags is out there right now. In the stands. They got bags on their head. They got bags on their heads. Absolute dominance. Dolphins still going to the Super Bowl. Ted Wilson is clearly under the influence. Yeah, folks showed up to the game and said, yo, man, we already got bags with holes cut out. We putting this on our heads. Am I going live for the Black Friday game? There's a Black Friday game? Shit. Who's playing? That's going to be a busy weekend. Eagles and Bears? Eagles and Bears. Probably. I think so, because I'm only going to go live for one game. I'm not going to do a stream-a-thon kind of stream for Thanksgiving. So I believe the first game is Packers and Lions. So I'll go live for Packers-Lions. And then from there, I'll have the Thanksgiving with the fam. And then Friday, perhaps I'll end up doing the game. Why not? It's at 3:30. It's at 3 p.m. So I'd do 3, and then ultimately I'd end up doing Friday Night SmackDown, as long as they're not, in Europe. So there is that. The resident Hobbit is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. The little man from Canarsie has entered into the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, take a look underneath your chairs. Perhaps look inside of your shoelaces. The little man, resident Hobbit, Marvin Francois, is in the building. You said, speaking of Thanksgiving, you're looking forward to your plate. Absolutely. I cannot wait to hand you your plate of food. It will be laced with anthrax. I'm sure you'll enjoy yourself. But that's neither here nor there. The Baltimore Ravens lead 28-6 with less than 3 minutes left to go here in this game. Peek at the Ravens schedule. How much more wins do I see? More than the Steelers, unfortunately. Here we go. There's a pass from Hawk Tua to absolutely nobody. Threw the football right behind him. But let me look at this Ravens schedule here. So Baltimore has Minnesota with essentially no quarterback, or J.J. McCarthy coming back, taking on Minnesota, then Cleveland. That's divisional football, though. They absolutely destroyed, Cleveland in week 2. But this divisional football at Cleveland, Sunday afternoon, you never really know how things can go. Baltimore and Cleveland, especially in Cleveland, has always been good games. That could be either way, right? New York The Jets, that is, even if it was the Giants, would it be any different? Cincinnati, that's divisional football, and truly, that's Sunday night. Joe Burrow probably won't be back for that, but Joe Flacco will, and he'll be walking into Baltimore. So we'll see what'll happen over there. That's a variable game, AFC North football, and then they have pretty much 3 straight divisional games. They play at home against Pittsburgh, W, and then they play at Cincinnati right after. So they're going to see Cincinnati twice in 3 weeks. Then versus New England, versus Green Bay, and then they close out the season at Pittsburgh. Realistically speaking, at worst, 4 losses. But really, there's a lot of variable ones there. Because these, in my opinion, they're all winnable games, right? Green Bay, New England, because New England's playing very good football. Those 2 games are incredibly difficult. Those look like ones I could say, they could take a loss there. Versus Pittsburgh, they usually split, but for all intents and purposes, you could sweep them, this year, because I have no faith, in Pittsburgh. But let's just say it's a sweep over there. That gives you 3. Cincinnati, let's just say that happens to be a split. That's now at 4. You also have the variable with Cleveland as well. That could be 5. So it really just 4. It's a tough. Like they legit would have to either at worst lose 1. At worst you lose 2. They got to go on a run. You think 8 or 9 or 10-7 for the Ravens? We'll see. Fans are leaving the stadium as well. Oh, 100% they leaving. They're trying to beat the traffic right now. Marcus said the Ravens are still in the hunt for the AFC division, which if that happens, would probably be one of the best comebacks to win a division in history. Pittsburgh and Cincinnati is definitely defense is horrible. Yeah. It would be a hell of a rally to come back and get it. And it would be apropos with the Steelers absolutely failing. Did I see Jahmyr Gibbs dressed as Jeff Hardy? Yes, I did. Miami has 1 timeout for the 4th quarter now, which is crazy, ain't it? This is why they're 2-6. Do I think Mac Jones is playing like he is in San Francisco? Do I think he hated playing for New England? No, I don't think he hated playing for New England, but you happen to have a head coach who is a very, 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 very good offensive mind. It's a testament to how good coaching is. Angie Patuan said, honestly, how worried am I for the Pittsburgh Steelers? Moderate. Because coming into the year, this is something that I anticipated. Like the frustration is you had the division essentially handed to you on a fucking platter. If they won the last 2 weeks and you're sitting there at 6-1, not for nothing, the division, for all intents and purposes, would be yours. Because the amount of ground that your opponents have to pick up would be insane. But I'm not remotely surprised.
Then you sell it.
Rave for 5-1 said, as a Ravens fan, it's a great night tonight. Yeah, I know you're having yourself a very good time. Oh, Lord, here comes Derrick Henry. He's loose. He's going down the sideline. Derrick Henry able to find a seam, pick up a huge first down right there, and take it all the way down to midfield on what appears to be a 36-yard run. That's a grown man right there. Whose fault is it if the Steelers miss the playoffs? Mike Tomlin and the entirety of that overpaid defense? Said Metro car. Oh shit, that reminds me. Where's my wallet? Where's my wallet? Because you won't believe what I found. Up here? Oh yes, it is. Hold on, wait a minute. Want to see some? This is a blast from the past right here. This is a blast from the past right here. My New Yorkers, y'all gonna recognize this. This is a blast from the past right here. My New Yorkers, y'all know what that is? That school Metro card right there. Look at the expiration date. Look at the expiration date. This vintage right here. That's vintage right here. 2011. 2011 in January. So this is sophomore year. Lamar's gonna air it out trying to find DeAndre Hopkins. Pass sales incomplete. 2011. This is in the first Obama administration. That's how old this fucking shit is.
14 grams.
Melly said you wasn't even born. It's crazy. Don't do that.
Then you
Melly
salt
said son wasn't even born. It's insane. Mike Hawk for 5 on it. Said Colts owner Charlie Ursay Gordon knows football and she's bad. You might need to apply to be her pool boy at the Ursay mansion. I'm telling you right now, applications is backed up. You better go bring that job application somewhere else. You better go bring that job application somewhere else. Where's the Triple H job application when you need it? I had it in here earlier, but I've since lost it.
You are nothing but a great big pussy.
Oh, that's the wrong Triple H. That's the wrong Triple H. Damn. I guess not. Final play of the third quarter coming up right now. Oh, broken tackle. Washington able to pick up a first down here. And the Ravens are going to go into the next drive. Oh, pardon me. Miami's going to go into the next drive at least not backed up inside their own 10. Yeah, I can't find a job application. King Lazy in the building. What's going on? What's up with Hopkins' jersey? Hella loose sleeves. Ain't no way he did that on purpose. You'd be surprised. Crazier things have happened, haven't they? Send this photo to the to the homies. Like, yo, y'all remember this Metro card? Y'all think this should still work? You was 10 in 2011? Shit. Yeah, but still got that student Metro. Still got that student Metro. How do my Steelers pull out the probable dub this week? You know what's crazy? I wouldn't even be surprised if they make this game competitive. I literally would not even be surprised if they made this game competitive. Speaking of jobs, wish you luck. You applied to Dave & Buster's for a job today. You'll see if they call. All right, Tyler. We shall see. We shall see. All right, final 15 coming up. Mike Hawk put 5 on, said, nah, you're going to be moving like Triple H in 1999.
Sell it.
The money, the Colts, and Charlie's going to be yours. Oh, my. I said, I want it all. Miami ain't got the firepower to do all that. Yeah, they're going to need, they need a miracle. For one, they would have to score fast, and then they need their defense to do what they were doing in that first half. But you want to know why they find themselves trailing here? Because they couldn't find the end zone in the first half. Missed field goal, a turnover on downs, and 2 drives that have to be settled for kicking. You got to find the end zone. How many NFL players are in State Farm Insurance? Probably a lot. All right, it's time to sound that Pergolon. Ladies and gentlemen, we've arrived at the final period of this game, where returning Lamar Jackson has thrown for 4 touchdowns against the Dolphins defense. Miami hasn't even been able to find the end zone. They'd have to settle for 3 points on 2 different occasions. Can they pull off an improbable comeback and see Baltimore choke once again in the 4th quarter? Or will Baltimore take the dead Namekian into the funeral home and put the nail in the coffin? Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to the 4th quarter.
Then you sell it.
Who's going to take care of business? Devon get the first downs. Achan with a spectacular catch. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency, trailing by 22. At the moment, needing to put points on the board here. They're gonna review to see if Achan caught the football here. Okay, so he has it. I don't know. 1 in the chat if you think that's a catch, 2 in the chat if you think it's incomplete. I can understand the logic, but I don't think there's enough conclusive evidence that football was loose afterwards. Sargon's Ghost at put 5 on said, what's going on? Home from work. Happy Halloween Eve for everybody doing Halloween. Hope I have a good, doing good tonight. And you're here to show some love, fam. I appreciate you. His hands did leave the ball, but then did the ball touch the ground? That's the question. Seems like it is close. It is close. It is close. Dave and Buster's plays PLEs. Oh, do they? Oh, that's convenient. Who needs ESPN then? What is this commercial? K Jewelers? Oh, folks are gonna be going crazy with the purchases this time around. Yo, it's crazy to think we got 2 more months in the fucking year, bro. Anybody else 2025 blew by? Anybody else's 2025 blew by? Time absolutely flew, bro. Time absolutely flew. Like, I remember it being the start of the year. Like, time moving way too damn fast, bro. Incomplete. They reversed it. Wow. All right. So now instead of a big first down, on second down, they get a gain of about 8 or 9. 3rd and 1. It's 4-down territory. Period. So they're gonna need to show up and show out. That's insane. I actually am surprised that they called that incomplete. Oh shit, Tua better get rid of that. Oh wow, Raquan Smith got no hands. Raquan Smith got no hands. That should have been a fucking pick. Raquan Smith got no hands. Tua was incredibly telegraphed. Man was right there and he completely missed him. You got to float that ball over because he had his man right there. He could have actually had a huge catch and run. If only there was a guy that made a 3-part series on what the catch in the NFL was. Ain't that the truth? 4th and 1. You need a conversion if you're Miami. Here comes the blitz. Pass is somehow caught by Wilson. I'll be damned. I thought that was about to be broken up by Humphrey. I guess not. $55-yard drive. Tua able to go and find Waddle. Gain of about 7, 8. They're continuing to move down the field here. Do I think we'll see any trades happen at the trade deadline? Within the next, I want to say 4 days, we're going to see a lot of different trades. Pack Miami up, fire the coach and the GM, trade Tua. They just might have to, bro, because them boys are struggling out here. You want the Ravens to win? You can be objective. We shall see, because there's 12 minutes left to go here in this game, and Miami has to score a touchdown. They have to score a touchdown. You're trailing by 22, so essentially, oh, wow, intentional grounding is coming out right now. Intentional grounding coming out right now. Wow. Yeah, Miami has to score a touchdown, 2-point conversion. Because they down by 22. So they have a lot of work they have to do here. There's no more field goals. Everything is 4-down territory. Everything is 4-down territory down here. Third and 12. Mike McDaniel got to keep in mind, if you don't get the first down here, at least get yourself about 8 yards so you can set up a 4th and manageable. 3rd and 12, got their man in motion. That was a terrible time to snap the football. Tua better get rid of the ball now. Tua better get rid of. He's gonna run. Tua's gonna run. Tua's gonna run. Good job that he slid, because that was about to be bad. Harbaugh has given up leads before. Oh, 100% he's given up leads before. But right now, the way Miami's offense is playing, like, it would take a crazy, crazy, crazy turnaround in these final 12 minutes. The crowd is fucking booing, son. First half, they were balling. They were playing all right. 226 yards. Second half, fucking 75. Life comes at you fast. Here we go. 4th and 11. Got to get rid of the football. Tua. Got a man. That's a first down. Jalen Waddle. Then he waddled away for the first down. Then he waddled away for the first down. Then he waddled away for the first down. Till the very next play. Bop, 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 bop. Oh, flags coming in on Wiggins. Flags coming in on Wiggins. If he didn't slide, that was another concussion. 100%. Angie Patu said thoughts on Myles Garrett, anger towards the Brown. He did it to himself. He did not need to go and re-sign to go there. He had an option to go somewhere else. He requested a trade. He did all that other stuff to go to a whole different team. And then what do? You end up going back because they offered you an ungodly amount of money. You don't get to sit around him. Now, don't get me wrong. You could be 100% be frustrated. It's like, yo, nobody else doing what's necessary to win. But you got to recognize you knew what team you re-signed to go to. They're saying the football is out. Whoa, what the hell? They said it's another fumble on what? Ain't no way. Both Washingtons fumbled today? There's no way. What? Sunny days. Everybody loves Butterfingers. Butterfingers. Everybody loves Butterfingers. Somebody is celebrating Thanksgiving. They're celebrating Halloween 24 hours early. It's Butterfingers. What the hell are they doing? Oh my Lord, they putting balls on the ground left and right. Somebody's got some form of masochism or perhaps sadism going on. You finding all kinds of sexual pleasures by way of pain because the Dolphins keep putting their balls on the ground and they're satisfying, not their urges, but the Baltimore Ravens' urges. 2 different Washingtons put the ball on the ground. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. And right now, you can say, who gives a fuck? They keep putting the ball on the ground, bro. What are they doing? Miami is ass. Ass. They making it clap. You suck. Y'all are ass. And you're choking the game away. Everybody beat the traffic. Beat the traffic. Pack them boys up, bro. What in tarnation are they doing, fam? That is absolutely ludicrous. The Dolphins playing like Marvin Francois was coaching the team. The Dolphins playing like Marvin Francois was the quarterback. The Dolphins playing like all 53 men on the roster is all named Marvin Francois. These motherfuckers is terrible. You've got to be kidding me. They all ass. Getting cooked. Yeah, that fan was thick. They all ass. Golly. And now it's time to stat pad and take advantage. It's time to stat pad and take advantage. Because they about to make everybody look absolutely foolish out here. Fuck you, Dolphin. Yeah, it's a bad situation. Matter of fact, let me make sure I got the fuck you, Dolphin clip out here. Because these boys about to get fucking cooked. Or I should say, I might have to cook them on the commentary. Because this is wild. Fuck you, Dolphin. Fuck you, Dolphin. Ravens are snacking on the Dolphins 110%. Yeah, they straight cheeks tonight. Derrick Henry's approaching 96 yards. Matter of fact, let me go and check on my Underdog just to make sure that I have this victory. Oh, I'm up by 19. As long as Derrick Henry don't rip off a 69-yard touchdown. Nice. 69-yard touchdown. Oh, Lamar's going to keep it himself. Able to make some people miss here. He's going down after a gain of a few. Ric Flair out here saying, I will never retire. I got the clip, but it's somewhere in here. Yeah, Shannon Sharp definitely on prepare. Hey, somebody tell the Dolphins.
So, listen to everybody. Nobody believes in you. What are you prepared to do about it? Don't let no one come into your house, take your meal, do what you need to do today. I'm not nervous. I'm just telling you.
3rd and 5. Down goes Lamar there on the sack. Rave put 2 on it. Said, man, the Dolphins haven't scored a TD. What the hell's going on? Necrophilia, that's what's going on. Because it's a 3-possession game and we're midway through the 4th quarter. The Dolphins are in a bad spot. It's bad right now. It's bad right now. Where's the Shannon Sharp clip? I need that Shannon Sharp clip.
14 grams of
Because right now, they putting it on them. They putting it on them. Where are they at right now in the Dolphins?
All in my ass.
That's where they are right now in the Dolphins. And what did they say? SGF put 2 on us and McDaniels needs to be fired tomorrow. Ooh, boy. They came out here for fucking... Oh, they thought they was going to see a great game today. Not at all. They saw the Dolphins and said...
Look at that big ass. Look at that big juicy booty.
The BBLs is definitely on display. And the Dolphins are getting smacked. They might need to call...
Serious injuries? Don't despair. Just pick up the phone, call me. I'm Lowell, the Hammer Stanley. I will hunt down everyone responsible for hurting you. I will make them pay dearly. If you want all the money you need, the money you deserve, call me. 459 cash. I'm Lowell, the Hammer Stanley. I want to get you all the money the law says is yours. Lowell, the Hammer Stanley. 459 cash.
Call them right now. Y'all gonna need them. Call them right now. That's what they need. One quick look at the Ravens fans. Hey. All right, enough of that. My dumb ass got up and started dancing right here.
Then you sell it.
Under 8 minutes left to go here. Send Haitian to Kansas City is insane. Isaac put 2 on. Said, call Peter because the Dolphins are getting abused. Indeed. Hate. NF says, been watching since 2018. You're the best, brother. Your commentaries are always hilarious. Butterfingers. Indeed. Butterfingers. Bro, they getting dog walked out here. They getting dog walked out here. They doing them boys dirty right now. Two over the man. Oh boy, man's almost got fucking blasted. Man's almost got fucking blasted. Boy. Yeah, they gotta call Low the Hammer Stanley expeditiously. Oh, y'all need the clip for the fuck you Dolphin here tonight. Oh shit, I was thinking about it in the commentary. Hold on, wait a minute.
Fuck you, Dolphin! Fuck you, Dolphin! Fuck you, Dolphin!
Oh, Tua gonna air it out. Interception song. Throws it straight to the defense. Pass intercepted by Baltimore. And the necrophilia challenge has officially began out in Miami because the Dolphins may be dead, but somehow they're still getting fucked. They're still getting fucked.
Fuck you, Dolphin!
Fuck.
Fuck you, Dolphin! Fuck you, Dolphin!
SGF put 2 on, said Marino about to put oil on that arm and suit up. Oh my Lord, they getting destroyed out there. They getting destroyed out there. Just go ahead and run this clock out, man. Oh man. Tua turns the ball over, and with 6:30 left to go, this game is
Fuck you, Dolphin! 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 Fuck you, Dolphin!
fuck. They getting fucked out here. They getting destroyed. Hawk has the most interceptions on the year. The Dolphins absolutely suck. Oh my Lord. Wait. That's where's the Hawk Tua? I was looking for Peyton's favorite clip of the Hawk Tua. Well, at least we know the Dolphins are.
Ass!
I said the Dolphins are.
Ass!
Absolute ass. Absolute ass.
And I will never retire!
AJ said you're ashamed of being a Dolphins fan. Well, at least we know you're going to be a Dolphins fan forever because.
And I will never retire.
Kolar moving the chains here. Yeah, there's no passion. No. I bet Dolphins fans is watching on the field like.
Look how they mess with my boy.
Sick.
Hawk to it.
His
Hawk
ass.
to it.
Terrible.
Hawk to it.
Worse.
Hawk to it.
Bad.
Hawk to it.
Bad.
Hawk to it.
Terrible. Somebody pack son up. Somebody pack son up. King Loud, yeah, they getting fucked out there. Oh, Derrick Henry's over 100 yards as well. Oh, man.
14 grams of crack. Then you sell it.
Justin Pavavon said, I know football is 60 minutes, but you think this one's a wrap. Get the L train ready to go. Indeed. Indeed. Football is 60 minutes, but not tonight. Because the Dolphins got their asses whooped for about 48-52. What do I think Chiseled from 9 years ago will do if he didn't make that masterpiece of the video of the Antoine Chronicles intro? I think it would be a different intro. But I think you're probably meaning if I didn't start doing YouTube, what would me 9 and a half years ago think I'd be doing? Shit. Probably doing stand-up somewhere. 100% wouldn't have no bread, I'll tell you that right now. I don't think I'd be sitting here inside of this house. East Blue Drew in the building. Tommy DeVito's uncle was at the Nets game last night. Anybody know his uncle's Instagram? Son always got on a double-breasted suit. Selling Bibles on Church Ave is hilarious. Steve said, you want me to know how grateful you are? I did. Oh, I appreciate that, family. The Gabagoo. Wait, Gabagoo won? That's actually the name of his uncle. Could you imagine? My dumb ass about to Google it. Yeah, no. You played Tommy DeVito's brother in college, solid wide receiver. Oh, really? Interesting. Oh, we're approaching the 2-minute warning. Don't even need to go to commercial, really. We don't even need to go to commercial, really. Just run this all the way through. We ain't got to go to no commercial. Don't waste no time. Kansas City Buffalo is going to be the game that America got their eyes on. Seahawks, Commanders, and Sunday Night Football. Is Jaden Daniels is confirmed that he's playing? If the Ravens score again, shit. No confirmation for Sun? Shit. Yeah, this game is on the verge of being done right now. Why am I hearing a ton of whistles in the background? What's going on? These motherfuckers, that's how you know Miami's ass. These dudes is watching the moon. Dudes is staring at the moon. Time is racing toward us till the Huns arrive. Heed my every order, and you might survive. Motherfuckers is singing Mulan out there. Personally, I think that's the best Disney song that exists out there. Truly. I think that's the best song that was ever produced by them Disney movies. Mysterious as the dark side of the moon. I don't think anything's better than that joint. Easily number one. Take them knees and it's up out of here. Ain't no way Miami using a timeout. Ain't no way. Just let this son bitch go all the way down, bro. Take that W. Back-to-back victories for Baltimore, and now they are just 2 games behind Pittsburgh with their 3rd victory on the season. Nemo said this is the last game Baltimore will win. Golly. Yep, Miami cooked. 7th loss. Oh, pardon me, 6th loss in the conference. Mike McDaniel better get accustomed to that jog over to find Harbaugh, because this might be his last time jogging over for the remainder of the season, fam, because he about to lose his job. Pack them up. Them boys got absolutely cooked. Take out your Metro card and get aboard the train. Pack them boys all the way up. You lose.
You lose.
Failure.
What's for dinner?
Fresh hot ales. 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 Fresh hot ales.
Fresh hot ales. Get your lemons.
It's over. You lose.
28-6. Fresh Prince said the score is your birthday. Your birthday's on the 28th of June. That's funny. You got the same birthday as MTR. One way or another, happy victory for the Baltimore Ravens. Now, 3-5, winning 2 in a row, telling the Dolphins, take your 7th loss on the year. Your season is over. It's over. It's over. And the Ravens are right back on track, and all they got to do is continue to win just a little bit, un poquito, until they can possibly take that division from the Pittsburgh Steelers like they did last year. One quick look at the Dolphins fans.
What's wrong, okay?
When I came down. I'm trying to make y'all understand what I'm saying.
Ain't no way he gonna make the people understand what he's saying, because the only thing that the people is saying is fuck you, Dolphin. Fuck you, Dolphins. Y'all got cooked. Y'all got destroyed. You got embarrassed at home. They came out here and gave you the Beats by Dre. They bent you over and they said,
Fuck you, Dolphin!
I said,
Fuck you, Dolphin!
one more time.
Fuck you, Dolphin! Fuck you, Dolphin!
Fuck you, Dolphin! Fuck you, Dolphin! Fuck you, Dolphin! Fuck you, Dolphin! Fuck you, Dolphin!
Fuck you, Dolphin! Oof. I almost got lightheaded. I ain't gonna hold you. I almost got lightheaded. I held the damn for way too long. I held that son of a bitch for way too long. Dolphins got cooked. They took an L. And the Ravens get their third victory on the season. Stay tuned for the commentary tomorrow. I know it's not going to be too jam-packed because we didn't have that much of an entertaining game. But whatever the case may be, the Dolphins got taken care of. I will see you guys again tomorrow night live for Friday Night SmackDown. Is going to be a great stream. And above all else, stay tuned for the commentary. Am I frozen? No, I'm not. I'm just trying to say.
Fuck you, Dolphin! 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 Fuck you, Dolphin!
Fuck you, Dolphin! Fuck you, Dolphin! You lose! The Dolphins got cooked. All right, seriously, I'm gonna stop doing that shit because now I'm starting to feel it in my heart. So y'all have yourselves a good night. Eddie, take us out.
Good night! Suck my dick! Bye-bye!